Welcome to Level Up, Resources for Upper Year Students. In this video, I will discuss reading critically in the social sciences and humanities. The goal of reading in upper year courses begins to move away from an information focus to understanding complex concepts, theories, and methods in your field. You are honing your critical thinking skills and analyzing the ways that evidence is used, analyzed, and interpreted in your discipline. The readings inspire you to want to learn more. For some disciplines in the social sciences, readings and the approach to readings follow those used in the sciences, and you may want to watch the video Reading Critically in the Sciences. Critical reading is much easier if you have a sense of the text's purpose or the main point prior to reading for detail. Read the title and abstract first. These provide valuable clues to the main arguments, methods, and results of the analysis. Skim the introduction and conclusion to strategically choose where to focus your attention. To read critically, you must read actively, which means asking questions as you read. Consider the key message, the main findings, the evidence to support the argument, and any application or limitations of the findings. It is important to take notes as you read to increase your engagement with the text as a resource for your seminar, your research project, and for study purposes. Take some time after completing a reading to review your notes and reflect on them. Critical reading requires you to reflect on the arguments presented, the types of evidence used to support those arguments, and an evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses of the argument. Consider how this reading corresponds to other readings assigned in your course, or how it responds to other readings for your essay or paper. When reading in the social science and humanities, you need to understand the structure of the source you're reading. Authors generally introduce their question early in an article or a book's introduction. They then present their answer to that question in the form of a thesis or central argument. Throughout the article or book, the authors support their thesis with evidence and examples. Finally, in the conclusion, they offer some explanation of the larger significance of their findings. These elements are important when critically reading a social science or humanities text. Before you begin to read a paper, consider how the reading fits in with the themes of your course. Next, read the title, introduction, and conclusion, and try to identify the topic or question the reading is attempting to address, as well as its thesis. Knowing the key ideas or thesis of the reading before you read is useful. When you do read the rest of the text, you can skim over irrelevant sections. Ask questions as you preview. What did the author want to find out? Why did they want to know this? How did they answer the question? And what did they find? And finally, so what? Why is this research important? After previewing the source, you will begin to read in detail. You should be reading both to understand what the author is trying to say, as well as to analyze and evaluate your response to the source. Ask questions to help with the understanding of the text. How does the author explain the topic or central question or problem? What is the thesis of the source? What are the main ideas or key supporting points? And finally, ask how this paper connects to your course or to the paper that you are writing. Taking notes while you read is time consuming and can even distract from focusing on the ideas you are reading. Instead, separate the acts of reading and note taking by reading a few paragraphs or a section of an article or a chapter, and then stopping to take notes. Ask yourself, what are the three most important points that I just read? Write these down in your own words. After you have read and taken notes on the source, make sure to reflect on what you have just read. Are there specific places in the text where the author does a particularly good job of explaining their argument? Overall, how well does the author support their argument? How can you use these ideas in your course or your paper? Check out Academic Skills website for more information about reading social science and humanities papers for upper year students.